Still won. But now let's switch back to the hometown crew. Philippines versus Turkey. But as you can see, USA 31-33. Now tying up. Oh man, it's getting crazy here. Now 3-2 Philippines. Let's go. 3:36 left in the first.
So game number one comes down to the wire. Turkey find themselves in familiar territory. A buzzer beater for the win. As I said earlier, they've had more buzzers than Family Feud, my friend. They normally make that shot. They miss it this time, but just a 1-point differential on aggregate. This time it's the Philippines in the blue, and obviously Turkey then in the light jerseys. So far, they'll be thinking so good. They're still within touching distance. They the players do approach these two games as one giant game, one 8-quarter game. So they'll just be thinking that's halftime, we're down by 1. Let's get back to it as we see a mammoth dunk right there for the Philippines.
Stacking their assists like Tetris, but you know they're an unselfish team, but I did say before, maybe too unselfish. You need to shoot what you can, but Cato the problem, he can knock those down when it's open, but that one did not stroke green, which is perfectly okay. Only a 3-point affair with 2:50 left in the first. CB, roll right here to the left side, understanding he got somebody on him that can guard, but then double, no one's on down breach, but stroking it green, another one behind the arc hitting his mark, 8-2.
So he had perfect timing and wide open and still missed. That's just cruel. That's just the basketball gods not smiling upon you. As Jamboy has an off-balance 3. And don't look now, but the Philippines have all the momentum in this one, plus a 6-point lead and the rock. This could get ugly real quick.
Indeed, but let's see if the point guard can definitely come this back. You just got to calm the nerves, but they're still up. But it's only the first quarter. There's a lot more gameplay to be coming with the Pro-Am with NBA 2K here 25 at the Philippines SMX Convention Center. And as you can see, another 3, but unable to hit it. And let's see what Turkey can do here.
And Turkey really are like the Predator, though. They just keep coming, man. You really got to put them away. But even then, they can come out and get that last-minute nuke to ice the game. They have Predator written all over them. Alien Bud, they play out of their minds, out of this planet sometimes. So if you're the Philippines, you got to keep pouring in those points. Take full advantage, as that's going to rattle out on a nice defensive board there for the Dawn.
And that's our presenter, Acer Predator. Discover the power and dominate the game with Predator, and it lies within. Let's keep it going. It's only a very low-scoring first quarter, 8-2. Jamboy going down that baseline, can't find anything. Then is Aaron trying to keep that possession. Understanding handles is key. Down to the left, cross pass. Jamboy, you got to put a hand up because he definitely knocked it down. Caden problem, almost by himself. Rejection from Don Breach, but then Turkey still has possession. Love Battle Dead trying to keep him alive. Jamboy all the way to Aaron. More range than 5-3, knocking it down, 8-5.
Phenomenal shot right there. And by the way, to give you a score update in the other game, it's USA 41, Algeria 33. So the U.S. pulling away with that one ever so slightly. Right here we see this sticky defense. Hustle like Russell diving for the ball. Those floor-side ticket holders getting the value for their money. Get some player sweat on them right there, but it will be the Philippines with the inbound and 12 to shoot. Great cut off the ball. Big old dunk right there. The lead is 10-5.
I'm too fast. That was a hard drive to the rack. Put in the defense nearly on skates with that cut and basically froze him at the same time. Way too open for a point guard to get a two-handed slam at Gemma. But Aaron going that cross pass. Left Battle Dead all by himself. And now it's 10-7.
Oh, we nearly get the steal off the inbound right there. Love Battle Dead can bring that area of his game. He definitely, oh, we get the reaching foul. I thought that was going to be a trouble. He can bring that baseline cut in as well. They don't use it very often, but again, the Turkish team have so many weapons in the repertoire, so good to see them turning to option G right there. It is just a 3-point lead for the Philippines. They won the first game, as you can see, top left-hand corner of your screen, 53-52. Low-scoring affair. Turkey had the buzzer beater, couldn't make it count. Eyes too fast, stepping into that one. It's a miss. Jamboy finding Irene down low. A nice bucket right there, and it's just a 1-point lead in this one.
1-point affair indeed. 7 seconds left in the first, and this first quarter has been the longest one I think we've commentated. It has not ended, but it's so exciting. LCB, is there a foul? A shooting foul behind the arc. That's going to be 3.
Oh, here we go. Huge opportunity here for the Philippines to finish the quarter with 3 points. As you say, Vince, free throws win championships, and that's what we're seeing right here. 𝐒𝐫𝐷 bangs home the second one as well. And here comes a potential 4-point lead with 0.7 seconds left in the first. It's good. Money. Count it. 4-point lead here for the Philippines. However, Turkey will get the inbound and the first opportunity to chip away at that lead.
See if they can respond with great defensive play from the Philippines. 𝐒𝐿 slowing it down. He's trying to diss you. Now LCB keeping up, got the dribble right behind, real sneaky there, like a predator with camouflage. No one saw him anywhere. Now it's 15-9.
Got the steal and the dunk. Oh my word, he was showing up all over the place right there. Well, it's a 6-point lead. What do we got? Personal foul. Was it reach in right there? What it might have been a moving screen. Ooh, 𝐤𝐫𝐞 making a bit of a nuisance of himself. Another reach-in foul, so they're getting a little handsy, trying to get the steals, turnovers into points. Crucial stat line so far here in eFIBA Season 3 World Finals in the Philippines. And boot up his dribble, step back. It's going to be a miss, but 𝐤𝐫𝐞 with the massive board right there. 𝐒𝐿, quiet game so far for him. Gonna watch that offensive 3 seconds. 4 to shoot right here. Great defense, it has to be said, by the Philippines, but a glorious little off-balance layup right there keeps Turkey within touching distance.
But the Philippines are still in it. The Ṱāgharian going from the right side, left. Don Preach so good of separating the guards from the guard with those full court screens. A little bit of separation, unable to stroke it green. Now Turkey has a chance to at least make it a 1-point game.
You see 𝐤𝐫𝐞 and 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐷 both crash the boards there. These teams understanding the importance of those second chance points, those offensive rebounds, and what they represent to teams. Making sure they leave no scraps for their opponent. That is good defense right there. Gotta pull it up, gotta have it. Cuts the lead to 2.
Great mid-range, again, understanding placement on the court. He doesn't need to go for that 3. Let's go for those easy buckets. Cross to ice too fast. Going on that left side, but using the right opening, not using the pick. That was a great play right there. And Mr. Ego going to the rim. LCB dunking it home, 17-13.
Red Bull gives you wings. Nice dunk right there. Score update there in the USA-Algerian game. USA are pulling away with it ever so slightly. Definitely with a double-digit lead in that one. We'll give you an update when we have it. However, all eyes right now on the Philippines versus Turkey in what is proving to be a battle for the ages. That one does the lap of honor and then rims in. The lead is cut back to 1.
Rattling it home indeed. 2:56 left in the second. LCB going down that right side. But you see the placement of every player to that corner. Ice too fast. Was thinking about that short corner runner. But taking a second, may do the give and go to Don Preach. He's under there, then stroking it green just a little bit with a friendly shooter roll, making it a 3-point game.
Glorious shot right there, off balance as well. I mean, they're scrapping. This is absolutely a scrap fest right here. They're gonna take whatever points they can get because Turkey are finding their groove, Vince. Back-to-back threes here, and the game tied up at 19 apiece. Now, cumulative score means that 1-point win for the Philippines in game number 1. Turkey will win the series if they win by 2. It's that simple.
More twists and turns in a horror movie right now. I don't know who's going to come out screaming and who's going to come out crying. But here we go, Don Preach going up, big fella, kissing off the glass. That's how you use your build to its optimal match, because he understands everybody cannot stand him when he's underneath that paint and just doing those easy buckets to keep his team in the lead.
Absolutely. He's one of the premier big men on the world stage right there. Heads up timeout just before he took the rock out of bounds. I like what I see right there from Turkey. Here comes the inbound. 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐷 finding 𝐸𝐸𝐸. Trying to work an open shot. He's got to pull up for that 15-footer. Nails that. 21 apiece. It is as advertised. The best of the best on display here. eFIBA Season 3 World Finals in the Philippines. And I love how close the opponents are. Sitting opposite each other, Vince. So far, pretty respectful game as well. Not a lot of chatter.
Ice too fast, still has possession. That's behind the arc, hitting his mark. Another 3 green bean for the Philippines. 24-21 with a minute 17 left in the first half.
Maximum respect between these two opponents, and they are taking the buckets when and how they can get them. Love Battle Dead driving in. 𝐤𝐫𝐞 the problem. Quick timeout to avoid the 3-second offensive violation foul right there. Very heads-up play. So now it will be 11 on the clock, 1:06 left in the first half. This is game number 2 in the series though, Vince. So Turkey find themselves in familiar territory, quite often playing good teams from behind and somehow finding a way to get the win. This time though, Philippines able to get the stop defensively, coming back the other end trying to add to this lead.
LCB trying to cut the defense, trying to get as fast as the Jitney going through Manila, unable to get it, but then Don Priest with the offensive board, trying to get another pump fake to get the defender up in the air to get a nice easy lane. 1-2 punch, definitely being unselfish. Now give it to Don Priest, looking for a body bag, but then a little bit of a glitch, I guess.
I don't know what that was. That was either the ugliest shot in history or a failed alley-oop, but we didn't see the alley-oop animation, so I'm not sure. Let's just put it down. A good Turkish defense. That's buck the other end. They can't quite get the bucket to go in. Risque pass right there and a reach-in foul. Good boards from 𝐤𝐫𝐞, though, giving his team a second chance at this one. They're going to get the inbounds now. 14 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock. Clock management, awareness, really, really important in this one.
Let's understand what's going to happen for this inbound. It's going to be a staggered screen, and someone's going to go for a quick shot. 14 seconds left in the game, but the difference between shot clock is about 2, and then unable to knock it down. Don Preach getting that rebound, crucial for the Philippines. Still got the lead by 3. Cross, icy fast by himself. Pump faking, giving the social. 1 second left, going up, unable to hit the cup, but still they're leading.
What a cagey affair right there, mate. That was seriously impressive, as we're seeing probably the most even stat line ever when it comes to this game right here. As we mentioned, okay, Philippines took game 1 by a victory margin of 1 point, which means Turkey can still win the series if they win this game by 2. A dead draw would give the match to the Philippines right there. So right now, as it stands, if the game were to end on cumulative points, Philippines would win by 4. So far, so good. Love Battle Dead missing the open 3. 𝐤𝐫𝐞 the problem, coming down there with a fantastic board. As you're seeing, USA currently up rather largely, it would have to be said, over Algeria. They were able to pull away in that one. But back to this one here, Turkey cut the lead to just 1 point, which is a little bit of like deja vu right here, Vince. Just that 1 point lead in this game as well.
Very scary, but we don't know what's going to happen, because I know this is your favorite kind of game because of what?
Anything can happen.
I like it. Now 4:24 left in the third. Social keeping everyone in their right position. As you see, they spread the court so everybody can do what they need, and that's exactly what they needed. 26-23, a great mid-range for the Philippines.
A low-scoring affair in this one as well. We might not break 40, Vince. It depends if one of these teams can get rolling. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A lot of basketball left in this one, but really fantastic defense on display from both teams. Off the ball, on the ball, hard to beat. 𝐤𝐫𝐞 going to take those easy points all day, every day. Nice dunk.
Now, we always talk about how defense wins championships, but offense keeps the light on. You need to score. You need to find a way so you have more points than the other opponent, but it's only a 1-point deficit for Turkey, and I don't think the Philippines like this lead. They need to extend it just a little bit more, because when you're going against the champions of Europe, nothing is safe. Ice too fast, going back and forth like a pendulum, finding a nice little lane, but great defense from Turkey. Social from the corner. It looked like it was tipped, but then it got dipped right in the hook. 29-25.
That was an heroic three-pointer right there, Vince. The defender all over him. You called it, mate. What a shot. Turkey turned the ball over as well. 𝐒𝐿 has been Johnny on the spot with those steals in both games so far. Impressive stuff. And a massive opportunity for him here to bang home that 3. That is a huge lead for the Philippines in the third quarter here. Still a long way to go, but 7 points in a low-scoring game like this, That's a really nice lead.
With a nice mid-range right there. Great crash to the basket from 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞, the problem being the solution. Unable to knock down these shots, 32-25. Philippines still have the lead. Going down the left sideline with a little bit of light. But I see Don Preach by himself, but a timeout to reset the offense. Smart, smart, smart.
Yeah, smart play right there. A little reach in, just found himself like a little off balance, maybe in a nasty situation. I got to tell you, I like both of those looks right there. Just got to make those shots. This 7-point lead, as tentative and delicate as it may be, well, they have an opportunity to add to it right here. And Vince, all the momentum with the Philippines at the moment.
I see it, LCB giving it to Don Preach. He's been dominating the paint like a final boss. But going down the right side, there's no more shot clock. Does he get it off in time? Yes, he does, but it's 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 ball.
Ooh, and he nearly hit that one as well. Goodness gracious me. Here comes Jamboy, gonna pull that up, rattles home a shot. They needed that bucket, 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞, just to get back into the fight in this one. 5-point Philippines lead, and now they get to go full court pressure on the inbound as well, making it difficult for Zabal to bring the ball up the court, but of course, he doesn't break a sweat.
Now we still got 7 minutes left in this game. Ice too fast, giving it to Mr. LCB, and one, showing the strength, baby. Little man can fly like an eagle, and like I said, Red Bull giving you wings.
A perfectly timed bucket. Can he make it? Yes, he can. What a play right there. Here comes 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 back the other end. They definitely need an answer now because this 8-point lead is the largest that the Philippines have had so far in this one, Vince. Gotta have a bucket. Gotta have it.
Oh!
Massive block. Return to sender. But it will be 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 ball.
You can't stop that. You can't stop that. That was just nasty. Someone get a medication. They need a prescription. That was sick. But then knocking down a great mid-range, 35-29. This is a heavy bout foul, and we're just in the beginning of this eFIBA tournament, but I'm loving every minute of this, Chris.
Phenomenal stuff here, mate. We are spoiled. As we see a gorgeous dunk right there, puts the lead back to 8. And at the moment, the Philippine team just coasting in this one, managing to hold 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 at bay with this 8-point lead. And don't forget, they won the first game by 1 point as well.
Going on this right side, Jamboy all by himself. Another dunk from the shooter. You cannot let the defense collapse like that. You cannot turn around on your assignment. If you need to guard someone, at least put a hand on them. But again, trying that short corner for Social, he's been real deadly from that position on the court. Now LCB trying to reset the offense. As you see, everyone's spreading. Give it go all the way to the hole. 39-31. Philippines trying to get in this W.
You can see what it means to the hometown fans here as well, cheering their team on. But hey, we've been here before with 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞. This is absolutely familiar territory for them. They find themselves down in the third, and then somehow, some way, they end up with the ball in their hands for the game-winning shot. They cut the lead to 5 right there, so they won't be panicking. They really, truly are one of the teams that plays the game at their own pace, and they will not be flustered as they get a stop right there. About 2 seconds between game clock and shot clock right here. So I wonder, will 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 just milk this all the way down as we've seen them do time and time again?
Tanzu getting the Jamboy. That was from the parking lot, unable to knock it down. 8 seconds left in the third. Enough for one more play. LCB give and go to Social. He doesn't give it up. Cross pace, great defensive play by Tanzu. Full court, unable to knock it down. 39-34, Chris. Philippines leading.
And I got to tell you, I like that shot selection from 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 as well. And we've seen him banking from the parking lot, from half court plenty of times. Good defense, hand up in the passing lane. That Turkish defense, so famous. It's finally showing up in this game with a couple of hands up. And so far, so good. A good timeout right there from 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞 so he doesn't carry the ball out of bounds.
Very smart indeed. As you see, these stats are a little bit under what we're used to see, and they're keeping a very low-scoring game. I mean, we're going to the fourth, only 39-34, and these teams can score over 65 to 70 points easily. Aaron right there on that right side, giving the Jamboy. You got to put your hand up, and he's loving those mid-ranges, just chipping away at that lead. Doesn't need no big leaps and bounds, one step at a time, so you can come out on top.
And that's what they do to you, man. It's literally like a 1-inch punch. They just sneak up on you. That is 5 unanswered points for 𝐤𝐞𝐫𝐞. They never panic. You have to be ready for the full 4 quarters here as the crowd is starting to get into it. A massive dunk there from Dadan as he throws it down, just pushing it back out to 5 points. Rennie looking for Jam Boy. What a shot there from 45 degrees. The lead is dashed to 2.
That offense feels like it was designed by Sora and the 𝐒𝐫𝐞. Just great precision and know exactly what you need to do on your team. Jam Boy is your shooter. You go to your strengths. But 41-39. How'd you go to the right side? Jam Boy all by himself from coast to coast and showing some strength, tying up the game. 3:46 left.
Honestly, Turkey right now are like Maximus. Are you not entertained? They cut that lead all the way down to 41-41. Phenomenal stuff as 𝐒𝐿 is going to bang home a massive 3 there for the hometown. On the right of your screen right now, you're seeing tip-off between USA and Algeria. It ended up being a comfortable win in game 1 there for USA. However, take nothing away from this Algerian team. They had the lead at one point. They pushed them all the way back.
As you see, everyone is on their feet here at this arena. SMX, Clark, Pampanga, but then another dunk by the big fella. 𝐤𝐫𝐞, the problem being the solution. But you got to understand, there's so much on the line for this game. We were robbed from this matchup in Jönköping, Sweden, and now we got it here in Clark. Let's see, they're going to beat Superman, and Philippines will come out on top. Social, it's in the corner, gets fouled. 1-point game, and they still got a 1-point lead from the previous one. So now it's just a 2-point affair.
Hey, 1 year and worth the wait. Am I right? This is not disappointing. The fans are loving it as well. A 1-point game here. This is the best that Asia has to offer versus the best that Europe has to offer. 5-time European champions Turkey going toe-to-toe with the Philippines right here as we see a missed shot but a fantastic offensive board and a heads-up timeout right there.
We did get to see these two match up, but it was an exhibition game when it came to Singapore for the Olympic esports. But now this is real money on the line. This isn't for play. This isn't for saying I'm just the best.
And just remind me, who won that game?
You know what?
Let's not talk about it, right?
You can take
there
it.
we go.
You can take it.
However, it was another epic buzzer beater from Turkey, and honestly, it's looking like it might come all the way down to the wire in this one. But not if the Philippines can continue to extend the lead. Another money corner 3 right there. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And here come the defense chants as we see a dunk from 𝐤𝐫𝐞 at the other end.
47-45, and I'm going to say straight up, shut up the crowd real quick. You cannot give that much momentum to Turkey because when you knock them down, they get right back up. But Philippines ain't going nowhere without a fight. This is a Manny Pacquiao bout. They're going to go left, right, up, down, trying to get that uppercut and trying to get that knockout. 2 minutes left in the 4th. Let's see what LCB can do in that corner. Cross pass, Social all by himself. Green Bean! 50-45.
And here come the defense chants. For the first time this game, we saw the Philippines players standing up and letting the Turkish players know they are feeling themselves right now. Iran trying to work an open shot. The chant is getting thick. 6 to shoot. Pulling up, off balance, great offensive board. Kicks it back out. Somehow it lands with 𝐤𝐫𝐞. 8 to shoot again now. Jam Boy from deep. It rims out. That's a massive turn of events right there. The Philippines with an opportunity to extend this lead.
Revenge is best served cold, and let's see if they can do it today with the hometown watching and cheering. LCB on their right side taking their time. As you know, the clock is their friend. Almost a minute left in the 4th. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. LCB's about to try to take it themselves. You cannot leave Ice too fast by himself, but great defensive board from Turkey. And let's see if Jam Boy can answer back.
Oh my, that could be a massive 6-point swing right here, Vince. They missed the open 3. They give Turkey an opportunity now for Rennie, but he misses as well. The clock is not your friend if you're Turkey. You need to stop. You have to get this ball back. Remember, the Philippines took game 1 by 1 point, which means cumulative score. They're up by 6 right now, Vince.
30 seconds left. They're keeping everything calm and collective. But a steal, but still got it. 𝐒𝐿 keeping the possession. 2.1 seconds left. And let's see whose possession is going to be. It's going to be Filipino ball with 1.4 seconds left in the shot clock.
Oh, time is a cruel mistress as we're going to get a catch and shoot from Ice. He misses, but Don with a massive board and a timeout there. That might be the rebound that wins the game.
You gotta be kidding me right now. That was like dancing on the court for the tickling performance. It's beautiful, it's in sync, and that's what needs to happen for this Filipino team. Watch this right side, giving the inbound. OCB, only about 7 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. 5-point game, down preach, pump fake. You move your feet, you lose your seat. Social all by himself on Mr. Captain Floaty, but gets a foul, and he's going to the line.
And the Filipino players know that they have done it just enough here. A very comprehensive performance in game 1 and 2 against the champs of Europe. 7-point lead right here. Final moments of this game. 2-pointer, but the damage is done with 4.9 to play. The Philippines, as it stands, have a 6-point aggregate score line. And that is a big old performance right there for the hometown heroes. And you can see what it means to them and the fans.
Gamers and ballers and my fellow people here at Clark, make some noise! Again, this was just a simple best of 2, basically in the qualifiers of eFIBA Season 3, but it felt like a championship game. Philippines took out Turkey, one of the top teams from Turkey, and as you see, the fans are loving it. I'm loving it, but don't go away anytime soon.